And today, Chris is going to be teaching us One Deck Galaxy, which, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, I would say this is a spiritual successor to One Deck Dungeon. Is that a good description, or would you prefer something else?
What I want to hear is Golden Geek Award. Golden
Geek Award.
Yeah, so it's not a straight reskin. So it's more of it's a sequel. It's the follow up to One Deck Dungeon.
Absolutely. So I've read through most of the rules, and there are definitely some similarities mechanically, but also some differences, which I'm really excited for you to kind of teach us today. So that level 5 hype train is ending just now, y'all. Thank you so much for the level 5 hype train. That is really, really kind of you. We really appreciate it. So Chris, I am going to go ahead and pass it over to you to start teaching us One Deck Galaxy here in Tabletop Simulator.
Well, I don't know how to play. What are you talking about?
I mean, you handed me a copy of the prototype of this game a year and a half ago, so...
Yeah, I mean, like, some Zib-Zab came down from space and delivered this game, and I was like, oh, that looks neat. You guys are fans?
And this is set in the same universe as 1001... Galaxies? Oh my gosh.
Odysseys.
1001
Odysseys.
Which I am also a Kickstarter backer of, and am very excited about, for the record.
Yeah, so 1001 Odysseys is our forthcoming branching narrative, sort of choose-your-own-adventure-esque board game where you get to read lots of funny paragraphs, and it's set in this fun little corner of the galaxy called Insula, which humans, of course, stumble into as they are wont to do. One Deck Galaxy is a prequel, story-wise. It tells the story of the formation of the Federation, which is the galactic body in that sort of area. We get to play as the younger versions of many of the peoples of Insula who come from a variety of different homeworlds. Do we want to kick over to Tabletop Simulator view?
Absolutely.
So we can look at all these cuties?
Yeah. All right. So we're over in Tabletop Simulator now.
Yeah, so let's take a peek at these homeworld cards.
Bum, 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 bum.
What happened?
It's fine. I just hit a button. Everything's good.
What button did you hit?
Nothing. Nothing happened. The stream stayed exactly where it was supposed to be, completely all the time.
Specifically, because if it was the undo button, that will break all of the scripting.
Yeah, no, it wasn't in Tabletop Simulator. I changed the scene in OBS without realizing it, but I fixed it very quickly, so.
Yes, Tabletop Simulator being an extremely well-coded platform never has problems if you click the undo button.
Never, not at all.
Not once, not ever. So we can see here that we have a variety of homeworld cards. These homeworld cards look very similar to hero cards from One Deck Dungeon. Your homeworld tells what people that you are sort of being for the game of One Deck Galaxy. And we have choices between the Felici of Aravine, the Plum Plim, the adorable radish people of Brumagum, the Elements, the Temtilowinks, and the Zib-Zab.
But I have a problem because they're all adorable, and therefore I don't know who I will choose.
It's a problem. Using our fancy magic scripting, you can click one of the buttons that says choose on one of those, and it will pop over that card to your play area.
Oh, well, I did that. I just did it.
You did it. Popped over there. Went over there. And since Ambie's Tabletop Simulator is not agreeing, I'm going to click the buttons for her.
Okay.
So tell me who you would like me to click.
Wait, so Crystal chose the dragon?
Yes, the Elements.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'll have the tomato-looking one.
Yay, plumplims!
Okay.
The plum-plim are the plant-like aliens of the planet Brumagum. They are radish-like. They have adorable leaves on their head.
And you all have plush plumplims that you made.
Yep. They are shipping out soon as part of the Kickstarter. Because those are all done. We've got them made. We're still writing all the stories, but that part is all ready for everybody to see. So
And-
in addition, go ahead.
Sorry, just to clarify for people in the chat who are very excited about and interested in this game, One Deck Galaxy will be coming to Kickstarter, and I will put a link to the Kickstarter preview page in the chat for you all here in just a second.
You can click the button and be like, I like this campaign, and I want to hear emails about it from Kickstarter League.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're not familiar with One Deck Dungeon, One Deck Galaxy, like Dungeon, is a 1 to 2 player cooperative game. We're playing a 2-player game here. You can also combine 2 sets of it together to play a 4-player cooperative game with twice as many cards and lots of adventures. So we've chosen our homeworlds. Over on the setup table, we can now choose our society type. This is a new innovation for Galaxy. In Dungeon, your tableau sort of starts out with your hero. In Galaxy, you build a pair of things, a homeworld and a society type. So you'll be like the Tim Tillowink Pioneers, or the Zib Zab Scientists, or the Felicia Explorers. And that combination means that your setup is a little bit even more different each time you play. So again, we have this fancy orange choose button, which will pop it over there. So pick one of them's.
Do we
my
each
only
pick our
suggestion
own?
would be to, yes,
Okay.
the Guardians
Oh,
are
each-
more
oh.
advanced.
Okay, then
They're
I'm
a
not
stretch
going to
goal.
do the Guardians.
Yes.
Ambie, I'll let you pick first since I picked first before, so which
Um,
one would you like?
It's kind of hard for me to read them.
I mean, I'm not really reading them,
What?
I'm just kind of choosing, so.
There's pioneers, scientists,
Wait.
explorers, and botanists.
I guess since I'm a tomato-looking thing, I'll be a botanist.
That seems like a reasonable,
Fine
and
choice.
I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be an explorer.
Explorer. Finally, we have a set of adversaries up here. So One Deck Dungeon, you go into different you go into different dungeons. Each of them has a boss. In Galaxy, you will instead have one adversary who sort of sticks around and barks throughout the entire explanation. Bark, 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 bark. Bark, bark, bark.
Sterling,
Bark, bark.
buddy, what? There's nothing at the door. I don't, okay, I just.
Doors haunted.
Adversary.
Bark, bark, bark,
And
bark.
what's funny is I normally have my Bluetooth headphones on so I could get up and go, like, wrangle him. But because my Bluetooth headphones were part of our tech issues, I'm now wired and have to just sit here and watch him bark at the door, which is very professional of me. Hey, buddy, I love you. Here, do you want a treat? I'm gonna do the thing I'm not supposed to do and reward you for bad behavior. How about that?
No.
It's okay. See, he's very excited now. Here,
100 demerits.
there's one for you. And Sterling, there's one for you. And Lana, there's one for you. Okay, no barking. Okay, we're good.
Are we?
I mean, we'll see.
All right, so we have all these adversaries here, and the adversaries are various people or phenomenon that are causing us problems exploring space and trying to form a wonderful federation of planets, which is united, you might say. And we get to choose one of them to oppose us during the game. So the adversary is going to just sort of sit around throughout the entire game and do nasty stuff that makes things worse for us. For the starter game, they all have star ratings of how difficult they are. The Hungry Nebula is the easiest one, so we will choose that one because it's
Okay.
the simplest also. So go ahead and click ye old choose button on the Hungry Nebula over there on the left,
All
and
right.
it'll pop over all of its cards
Nice.
to the play area. This mod is heavily scripted to make things easier. to
Which
play it.
we
Yay.
appreciate.
Yeah.
Scripting is good.
So, do you know the story of why the Federation is called the Federation in this game?
I don't.
I don't know if I've told you
No.
before. So, in 1001 Odysseys, there's humans. They go traveling off into space like they do, and they find a portal, tumble into it, and get lost in a distant corner of the galaxy. This story's never been told in sci-fi before. It's totally groundbreaking. So, the universal translators for the Insula people scan the Odyssey to learn the human's language. And what they do is they find the computer system that is just containing all of the knowledge of humanity. And what they find is this big stack of drives called DVDs. And so they scan all of the human entertainment DVDs, and that's what the language filtration is based off of. So they're the Federation. And
okay, that's pretty great, I have to admit.
yep. And so all sorts of hilarious translation errors come from that. So the last thing we need to do to start the actual mod is click the big shiny green Start Game button. Boink.
Boom.
Ooh.
This has done several things. In reality, with physical cards, you would have had to arduously take the 5 Hungry Nebula adversary events, shuffle them, and put them on the bottom of the deck. One deck dungeon, you have the stairs card at the bottom. Here you have event cards that'll happen every time we reshuffle. It's bad. So going through the deck is good because we're doing things, but it's bad because they're doing things too. It has also put out this fancy card and this fancy confrontation card. So we get to see the dice and things we're going to need to beat up the boss right out the bat. So we're going to need to put lots of dice out here eventually, but not yet. Down on our cards, it has also put these fancy Federation discs onto our society card. At the beginning of the game, our Federation level is 1. And by completing various milestones, we will be able to increase that level. So on the Plum Plim Botanist, for example, if we zoom in here, you can see that there are milestones. There's one for have 5 yellow dice in your pool and none in the supply. If you hold down the Alt key while you're mousing over something, Crystal will pop up a very pretty version of it.
Hey, there we go.
So you can see that, you have milestones for getting different colors of dice. And when one of these is completed, you can take your Federation disc and cover it up, showing that it's done. And that means your Federation level up has gone up to 2. When you complete another one, you get 3 and 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Federation level is good.
We just got raided by Rainier Board and Dice.
Hey.
Thank you so much for the raid.
Thank you.
Hello, Raiders. This is part of the Tabletop Live Network 24-hour marathon. The marathon is sponsored by Keymaster Games, and our stream sponsor is Asmati Games. Chris from Asmati is here teaching us One Deck Galaxy today, and we are just in the middle of learning the game right now, so y'all haven't missed anything yet.
It's true. We're just getting started. So you've got goals that you need to achieve during the game. That's how you level up here instead of getting experience points by beating up monsters. Because it turns out there's not a giant dungeons in space, and there's not like monsters floating around. Well, that'd be cool, but it's not what happens.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm going to throw us into the game because I'll explain what's going on in different phases as we go.
Perfect.
So our fancy scripted mod has buttons on the bottom of the adversary card. The adversary card shows the 4 phases of each turn. There's the adversary phase, discover phase, the action phase, and then the results phase, which includes the cleanup part where all the dice get warped back to their home. So if you click the adversary button, it's going to perform the adversary phase. And you'll see that 1 card has flown over here, tucked underneath the Hungry Nebula. The backs of the One Deck Galaxy cards have 1 and 2 dots on the sides of them, and they get tucked under things to count various stuff that you do. This is called influence. So the adversary currently has 1 influence. It'll get 1 every turn. That's the most important part of the adversary phase. Sort of a counter of how much stuff's going on.
Okay.
That's it. So we go on to the discover phase. Click the discover button. It's going to deal out 4 cards off the top of the Galaxy deck. And this is very much like the Explore action in One Deck Dungeon, except that all the cards come out face up. These are all of the places that our people have pointed a telescope at and been like, hey, that looks cool. Go there. We demand it, government. And they contain little boxes like you're familiar with potentially from One Deck Dungeon, with numbers in them and colors that match the dice that will be rolling soon. If we had dealt with some of these places and finished them off during previous turns, we'd fill in the slots until there are 4 out there during the discover phase. The Hungry Nebulas have a bonus ability here, which you can see on their card. Their little icons above each of the phases. So it says 4 cards means plus influence. If we don't get any of the cards off during a turn, and there are 4 cards already out at the beginning of the discover phase, the Hungry Nebula gets an extra influence. So we are incentivized to take care of cards as much as we can.
Okay.
The Hunger Nebula's rules are also all summarized in this fancy reference card up here in the top that
Nice.
we'll be looking at later in the game. All right, so that's the discover phase. The action phase. This is when we get to do stuff. There is an action gather dice button there, which is going to teleport millions of. It's only 5 dice. Into our dice pools that we get to roll. If you look at your homeworld card, much like a one deck dungeon card, the top left has a series of icons indicating what colors of dice you get to roll every turn. There are also stars. Since we're not beating up baddies in dungeons, we don't have health, we instead have a capacity for technology. At the beginning of the game, we each have 1 star, which means we can use 1 tech per turn. So the best part of this mod is this green roll dice button. If you mash it a lot, it's going to make all the dice float in space, and then they'll fall down if we rolled. Magic.
Magic. It's just fun to do.
Yeah, it's good fun.
I like.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Buttons. So we have dice now. We can do things with them.
Okay.
What we can do, most importantly, fill in boxes on cards. So there are 4 location cards out right now. We could fill in boxes on. There's the adversary card up top, which we could do if we wanted to go and confront the adversary. We'd go fill in boxes on that. And then there's the star base down here in the lower right corner. The star base is a new innovation in One Deck Galaxy. It is the home for your misfit dice. If you've got dice you can't use elsewhere, they can come over here. So if you've got like 3 1s, you can put them in this nice little equal dice section.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, and they'll build ships for you. And if we put things into the research lab, we'll be able to make science and probe cards and study things. But before we get over there, let's look at the good things we can do with our dice. So let's look at all these cards up here in the Discovery Zone is what it's called.
I have to say that when I read that in the rulebook, when I was reading that in advance, all I could think of is, oh man, I want to go to a Discovery Zone and they don't exist anymore.
No. They's gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. So all of these boxes on the location cards have numbers and colors. So a small box wants 1 dice of the correct color that is of value at least that number. So like the 2 3s on Garen need 2 blue dice that are 3 or higher. The wider boxes can take any number of dice, but they all have to total up to at least the number in the box. So like the pink 10 could take a 6 and a 4, and that would be enough to fill it up. To the right of all of the dice, there are little influence icons. Location cards are split up into 2 rows. So if we fill in the top row of Gurn, we will get 1 influence. And if we fill in the bottom row, we'll get 1 influence. So if you fill in both, you'll get 2. At the top left of each location card is the total amount you need to get over several turns to finish the card. So we're not fighting one thing at a time. We're sort of making progress across the entire thing. And eventually getting the complete cards. Once you finish a card, we'll be able to take it as a colony or a tech and tuck it under our homeworld to get more dice or new choices we can do every turn. So let's take a look at what we can do with our dice roll from the first turn. We've helpfully got some decently high numbers. So what things would you like to fill in these beautiful dice?
I mean, so you said that the Nebula will get stronger if we don't clear off cards.
Right.
Yes, we'll clear some.
So yeah, I think we definitely, I mean, we have enough to clear off a few of these different cards, I think, theoretically. At least the Flutara one on the left we could definitely do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Well, we won't be able to completely finish a card this turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Oh.
Because you only get to do each row once per turn.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So you can't do both rows in the same turn.
You can, but
but
so
it needs
each of those
4 or
rows will
something?
get 1, and we need 4 total. So
Oh.
you need to do both rows 2 turns in a row to get the whole card done.
I see. Okay.
How many do we need for the third one? 3?
4, 7, 3, 5.
So
Oh,
yeah, so
okay,
none
yeah,
of them are going to
then-
get completed unless we complete this last one.
I don't.
You could do the
we
last
didn't-
one,
we
but
don't have
that's
enough.
We don't have
actually-
enough for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it feels like we should work toward what we can then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, what
So
would
we
you
could do.
what would you recommend for our first turn, Chris?
Well, so you've got some properly, you got some good dice for Flutara.
Okay.
You have exactly a pink 2 and a yellow 4 over here, for example. That just perfectly fills in the box.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could probably do the top row too.
Oh gosh, I did not want to grab all of those.
When
Oh
we're
gosh,
placing
no,
dice,
no, no! Undo.
That's fine.
Oh,
It just
I rerolled it.
didn't
Oh.
change them. It just
Oh.
turned them.
Okay.
One of the things the mod does, which is cool, is if you have a die that is at a weird angle and you pick it up and drop it, it'll make it aligned with your stuff.
Okay, cool.
That's all that was.
do we have to fill in the whole row when we place dice? Like if
you
it
want
doesn't
the stuff
fill in?
for it, yeah. You can't leave stuff between turns, if that's what you mean.
Okay. Yes.
And the restriction on that card that all dice here must have different values. If we put that pink 6 over
So
here.
that's good. Yeah,
That
you
will
haven't-
work.
you have
Oh,
not
okay. I can
violated
read
it.
that.
Yeah, so every
Okay.
card, every location card has a restriction on it. So Flutara and You've Got Mail both say all dice here must have different values.
Okay.
In fact, so we have 3 cards with the same restriction in random chance.
Okay.
And Ocean 1 says if it's studied, discard 3 cards. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
So yeah, that's great. We filled in both of the rows on that card, which is super cool. It's
Mhm.
good. It's a good start.
Does gray mean any die?
Gray means any color die can go
Okay.
there. So you could do a 6 and a 4 there,
Yeah.
and it would be just fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead
Good
and
job.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't have enough for that second.
We don't. We do not.
So then then our leftover dice could be used on our Starbase card?
Correct.
Okay.
But before we do that, we have the ability to use some of your text. So you have these stars here. So at the bottom of your, the elements have the tech, resolve the starbase, and discard any dice used. I'll explain how that works in a minute.
Okay.
But your probe armada says, return up to 2 dice, gain that many black 3s. So black dice are wild. So if we were in a situation where you need different colors, you could return this blue 3 and blue 2 and get 2 black 3s, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
Not specifically useful here. The Plum have floral ingenuity, which lets you move influence from one location to another. So you could do work on one place and move all those points over to another place to help finish it faster.
Oh.
Ooh, we could do that and finish the first one.
Yeah.
Well, we don't get the influence till the end of the turn.
Ah.
Oh, never mind.
What happens is we get to put all of our dice down for the whole turn, and then we do the results phase, which resolves every card and gives us the credit for what we've done.
Okay.
But the other cool thing the botanists have is the ability to store a die here. And this die just sort of gets saved between turn 1 and turn 2. And so you'll get that back. So like if you are trying to save up towards a big total, like if we were trying to do this, blue 15 and we had a blue 6 hanging around that we wanted to keep for next turn and boost our blues, that's a thing you can do.
Yeah.
Not necessarily useful right now, but I
So
wanted to point out that things happen.
if I did use my my probe armada and did turn these 2 into black 3s, or it says up to, so I could just turn in the blue 2, get a black 3, I could complete the first row of Gurn, right?
Except that the dice there have to have different values.
Oh, yep, that's right.
Alas.
Okay.
And those abilities, they cost a star, or do they?
They use the star. So you'd
They use-
put the
okay.
star on it to show that it's used up for the turn.
And you get
that
it.
star return.
You get it back. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, let's look at the starbase over here. So the starbase is how you build fleets and how you get science. So on the left side of the starbase are a bunch of boxes that build ships. So you can put 3 dice that are all the same number on the bottom row, and that would get you 3 ships. You can see that we've started out with 2 ships here tucked under the starbase, which are useful for a variety of things. We don't have any of the cards out that do this, although Tabletop Simulator is lagging. Ocean 1, for example, has a little circle that says 6 science in it. So to fill in that circle, we would need to spend 6 science. There are other ones like it that have ships in them. So there might be a thing that says, you need 4 ships to do this thing. So ships are useful for that. They are also useful because you can always spend 1 ship to increase or decrease any of your dice by 1. So building a pile of ships gives you more versatility when you do stuff.
Nice. Then
science is similar.
Okay.
And you can spend 3 science anytime to roll a black die. And we've started out with 4 science down here in the corner. These little fancy science icons. So how you get more? You get more ships at the end of the turn by filling in things over there. Getting science is a little bit different. So the research lab, you can throw any number of dice in there. They just all have to be different. So you could theoretically put a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there to get 6 dice. To get more science, you spend those dice at the end of the turn. You can spend 4 dice to get whatever the top card of the deck is. Or you can spend 1 die per science icon in a location that's out there to take it as science. So like Gurn has 2 science icons on it. We could grab it by putting 2 dice into the research lab.
Okay.
And it would just become 2 science, sort of like the that's where experience would be on a 1-deck dungeon card.
Okay.
So it's up to you what you want to do.
I mean, Ambie, let me know what you're thinking, but like it feels like since we have 3 2s, getting 3 ships.
Super
yeah.
So then if we put our 2s over here, normally Ambie would be moving her own dice, but since her tabletop simulator is not working well, Chris and I are helping out with that.
So we've got this sort of leftover blue 3, and this is the perfect opportunity for the Plum Plim to shove it into the ground and farm it.
So even though it's my
can I
die,
do that even though it's her?
Yeah, is that
yes, because this specific deck says store a die from any pool here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Normally you have to use your own. Fine.
Oh, sorry.
So is that then, like
there we go.
That die will come to the next round, but then does Crystal still get to roll the same number of dice?
Yep.
Or okay, so it's like an extra die.
It's like a bonus extra dice. You'll have a free extra blue 3 next turn, which is wonderful. We like
and
dice.
the mod is gonna do that? Or
oh yeah, the mod is smart. The mod is civilization. All right, so we've done all of the action stuff. So what we're gonna do is look at every single card in play and resolve it. So we do the locations first. So Flutara here, you did the top row, you did the bottom row. So we take 2 cards off the top of the deck and tuck them underneath, showing 1. So you have 2 progress towards the 4 you need to finish Flutara. I will point out at this point that tucking cards in Tabletop Simulator is a nightmare. We have thousands of lines of code, I'm not exaggerating, built to make this happen automatically.
I've heard from other developers that, like tucking is kind of the worst. So I do not doubt what you're saying.
Wow.
So for You've Got Mail, we got a 2. And you'll see that it specifically specifies a linked 2. So you only take 1 card off the top of the deck to represent that 2 influence on that we've gotten.
Okay.
And this is important because going through the deck is bad because those events are at the bottom.
Yep.
So that's all for the locations. We come down to the starbase. We've got 3 ships, so we take 2 and a 1. We tuck it down there. So now we've got 5 ships. That's a lot of ships. So we didn't put anything in the research lab, so we don't have any dice to spend. So we're not going to study anything right now, but we could, because actually maybe we do want to. You'd need to spend 4 dice to probe the top card of the deck. Or you'd need to spend 1 die per science icon to do one of these cards. So we'd need to spend 2 dice for Gurn or 3 dice for Ocean 1. This is a discount of 1 die for every progress you've already got there. So Flutara would normally cost 2, but since we put 2 progress there, 2 influence there, it actually costs 0. So we could study it for free and just get 2 more science.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to do that.
Sure.
But let's do it. Let's click the complete button. We just take it and put it under the starbase over here. Now we have 6 science. That's a good amount of science. It also means we won't have 4 cards out for the Hungry Nebula special ability.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Haha. So now everything's done. We've resolved everything on the board. You can click the cleanup button. It's going to send all the dice home except for that blue 3.
Okay.
Because the mod is so smart.
It knows.
It didn't take it away. It's very smart.
Wow.
So mega smart. The last thing that happens during cleanup phase, the Hungry Nebula has a special ability that says the results at the end of the phase, discard X cards from the deck. What is X? X is this 3 here on the Hungry Nebula card. So we're going to discard 3 cards from the deck, which is terrible because those cards are gone now and there's less cards in the deck. We can make that number go lower by beating up the Hungry Nebula. Every time we fight it, we're going to take one of these adversary discs away, and you can see that number is going to go down over the course of the game.
Okay.
It's going to go so low that we just win if we do it 4 times.
Ooh.
This is our goal in the game. Our goal is to ultimately confront the adversary 4 times by doing escalatingly high numbers of stuff.
All right. So it looks like we are going to definitely need to pick up some more yellow and pink dice throughout the course of this game.
It's true. Or hordes of science.
Okay.
The beautiful thing about confronting the adversary is there's lots of different things you can do to take care of a giant Hungry Nebula. You could make giant energy nets, which takes lots of materials. Or you could research the nebula, which takes lots and lots of science. And maybe we'll figure out that, you just find the off switch.
The
last 3 minutes of the episode.
Nebula. I love it.
It's fine. It works. It's all good.
Absolutely.
So yes, we have now done a turn of One Deck Galaxy. Congratulations. We've done it. Thanks for coming to the demo. Goodbye, everybody. All right. So to continue on, you click the adversary button.
Okay.
Which is going to give the adversary another influence.
Yep.
We have to go to Discover, which is going to fill it back up. So since we didn't have 4 cards in play, adversary does not get a bonus. What we have done is discovered an encounter. So all of the cards we had previously were locations, which are blue, which are places we're going to explore and gain influence in. Encounters are big, not necessarily nasty, but foreign things that we have. Well, like, what are these people? What are they? They're coming. They have a giant ship. This is bad. We all feel bad. You have to do an encounter all at once. So to complete the encounter, we need to put out 18 blue, 18 yellow, and 9 science in one shot.
Okay.
During the adversary phase, every encounter in play gets an influence of its own. And if they get 3 of them, they will perform an escalate action, which is bad and is unique for each of the adversaries. For Hungry Nebula, it is exile the top card of the deck, and the adversary gains a bonus influence, which is bad. As a benefit, when they blow up, we do get to study them. We get the free science for getting beat up.
Okay.
That's a thing. So if we click Action Gather Dice now, we will get our new dice for turn 2.
Yep.
And see, it has smartly given you 3 brand new blue dice and not ruined anything.
Hooray!
Nice.
All right, I'm rolling. They're flying through the air.
I am also rolling.
Okay, I did not roll well this time, but...
So we also get this free 3 that we stored last turn.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, we have a lot of 3s.
Low numbers.
So...
Do you know the trick to arrange your stuff?
Nope, not a clue.
If you drag a box around a bunch of stuff and pick it up, while you're holding it, if you push 2 or 3 on your keyboard, it'll arrange it into 2 or 3 rows of neatly arranged things. This is not our thing. This is a general thing. It'll work for any mod.
Okay.
And it's super useful if you have like a game with a pile of tokens that you want in a nice line.
Yeah. And we are getting raided by the game cupboard. Hello, friends. Thank you for the raid.
Yay.
Cupboard raid.
Cupboard raid. We're raiding the cupboard. The cupboard's raiding us. I don't know what is that called? Like I know how to raid a cupboard, but I don't know what happens when I get raided by a cupboard. It's different. It's entirely
like
different.
A problem.
Yeah.
But it's also cool.
Thank you for the raid, friends. We are doing part of the Tabletop Live Network Marathon today. The premier marathon sponsor is Keymaster Games, and our stream sponsor is Asmati Games. Chris from Asmati is here teaching us One Deck Galaxy, the sequel to One Deck Dungeon that will be hitting Kickstarter in the... When is it coming to Kickstarter? I didn't actually ask you that, Chris.
Soon.
I know, it's fine not to give specific dates. I know that is very common.
No. So One Deck Galaxy has been in development for 3.5 years now. And we were about ready to launch it, and then some weird thing happened with the entire world of virus and 2 wiener dogs. And
Yep.
So we're like, you know what? I don't want to release a game during the pandemic. We're just going to hold off, wait. We'll be patient. And so we're just coming out of that now. We've been able to do a bunch more development work on the game, and it's better for it. So we're making a very cool video with very cool animations. And very cool stuff.
Well, I'm very excited to see all of that.
Let's just say I've watched way too many Omega Mart videos in the past few months.
Oh my gosh. I just recently got to go to Omega Mart here in Las Vegas, and we were there for 5 hours, and I didn't even... Well, so technically we were at Meow Wolf for 5 hours, not in Omega Mart, although most of our time was spent in Omega Mart. For those of you who do not know, it's hard to describe, so look it up.
Performance art.
It's performance art, but it's also, Omega Mart is also a game, which I did not realize right away, and so I didn't get to finish it, but I was very excited when I discovered that there's a game baked into it that is kind of like a secret a little bit. So
yeah, it's super cool. But yeah, we're going super silly with the Kickstarter because that's really our brand.
Hey, I mean, but y'all put out wonderful high quality stuff, so it's kind of hard to argue with that, right?
I hope so. So we've got all these dice again. We can do things with the dice.
All right.
So I bet you could take care of Ocean 1 if you put your mind to it.
I bet we could as well, because we definitely...
Which one's Ocean 1?
The one on the right. Let me tell you real quick about how that science thing works.
Okay.
So your starbase down here has something called a starbase disc on it. That means that once during the turn, you can cover up a science cost or a fleet cost. And what you do is you take it, you put it on the thing, and you spend that many science.
Okay. So yes,
in this case, you do that, and you discard these... Oops. Oh, God. Let's do that correctly. The table is coded so if you put a face down card anywhere on the table, it will go to the discard pile.
Nice.
Helpful little things. And so that cost is now paid. So it's like filling in a box with die.
Okay.
Importantly, your class 1 starbase only has one of those tokens. You can only do 1 cost per turn. It has an upgrade value. If you get 6 science, you can upgrade your science to class 2. You'll get 2 a turn, and all of these costs will be a little bit better.
Okay.
Sort of like leveling up.
Yeah,
so let's see if you can sort out how to fill up that Ocean 1 card on the right.
Okay. Well, so getting up to 15 blue is pretty... I think that won't be too difficult. It's that single die of a 6 value that we currently don't have, but we need to figure out how we can do that. So, our ships can add... Our ships, we can add 2 die values by spending our ships. So in theory, if we spent 2 ships, we could increase this blue 4, for instance, to a 6, and then I could put it over here. Well, nope, or something, or right there.
Good try.
Yay!
All right. So now we just need to, let's see, get the other one up to 15, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But I know I can turn dice into black 3s, which are wild. So I think I can probably do that with my yellow dice, because we're not going to be doing anything with them this turn. So what I will do is I'll take my tech disc over here, and I will spend my 2 yellow 3s. Thank you. So then I will
Another black 3s. Yay.
group these together in.
Also, just like one deck dungeon, you can change any 2 dice into a black die equal to the lower of the 2.
Okay, cool.
But obviously, this is a much better.
Yeah.
Better thing. So you've got 9, and then we're putting all the dice there.
10, 11.
The 4 and the 2.
And then
4 and a 3.
Is it better? Is it better to use a? Well, I guess it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, we're just using
like the blue versus the black.
Yeah, we can always switch if we need to, but for now I'm just throwing stuff over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna smartly get our blue 3 back.
Okay.
Oh god. TTS is like, you're doing so many things. Have you considered not doing any things at all?
Let me help.
That's the TTS voice. This is Peanuts.
The TTS Clippy.
And hello, AJ Gamer in the chat. Thank you for chatting with us for the first time. And I'm glad that Moobot answered your question.
Beep boop.
Beep boop
God,
indeed.
it's so smart.
It is.
We did it.
All right, so now I have pink and yellow.
I mean, we can definitely fill up another one of
the 10.
Yeah.
Remember, all the dice have to be different values, so you're gonna need to change one of those to 4.
Oh, okay.
But you can do it.
Mind.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay. So so we'll spend a single ship.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll just go away. I will increase. Well, here we'll just do the black die.
Yeah, if you mouse over a die and push a number, it'll change the die to that value.
Oh, okay, cool. So then we've got a 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 1 is 10.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
And then you can save this 3 and store it again.
Here, Ambie, I will give you the 3.
Yeah.
Or here, hold on.
Thank you.
Tech disc first,
Yeah,
then the die.
And put it up there. There's too many snap points in the card, so it's like...
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
All right, so now we go to the results phase. So we've got 2 points done on the mail. And we've got a 2 and a 3 here, which is all 5 we need to do it. So when you complete a card, you get to click this fancy green complete button.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, all the cards went away. And so, much like One Deck Dungeon, you're going to get to take this and put it on your homeworld. The left edge is called a colony, so it'll tuck here and it'll show that you have more dice and more stars every turn. The bottom is called a tech, and techs are things you can use each turn. So let's talk about this tech, and I'm going to put it on the elements to show the example here.
Okay.
So the tech says roll yellow. If you have 3 of these diamond icons, also gain a yellow 6. So your homeworld has various resources on it. And every tech and every colony you get have more resources. In this case, you have 2 fuel already, and this is a 3rd fuel. So this tech is super cool for you, because when you use it, you're going to get to roll a yellow die and get a yellow 6.
Oh, dang. Heck yeah.
God dang.
Yeah, I get that.
Double also.
Do that.
Your society bonus says, count resource icons in the Discovery Zone as if they were attached to your homeworld. So all of the icons that are in the middle count as being part of your stuff.
What?
Oh, wow.
That's amazing. I knew I liked Discovery Zone.
So I would recommend giving this fancy technology to
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
We're in.
Wait, what's my special power?
Yours is storing the dice. It's that you get the dice
that's
back every
it?
turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what's my tech then? There's a tech?
The tech stores the dice, and as you level up your Federation, you'll get to do more stuff with it. At the beginning, you get to store 1 die a turn. When you get to Federation level 2, you get to store 2 dice and increase them each by 1 as you store them. When you get to level 3, you get to store 3 dice and increase each of them by 1. So you're sort of farming your dice for the future.
Okay.
It's very fancy.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I'm a farmer.
You're the botanists. Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't do anything over here in the starbase. If you wanted to, you could study this card for 4 science because it's free. I don't know that that's necessarily a good choice.
Nah.
Because you can actually finish it, and that'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right, so click the cleanup button to send everybody home.
Okay.
You did it.
All right.
It even sends the starbase token back to the starbase. Helpfully upside down, because I don't know why, actually. Turn 2 is complete. So you can now click adversary.
Yep.
This is going to automatically also give 1 influence to the uplifters.
Yeah. We're going to have to take care of them
You've
eventually.
got so many turns. You got like 3 whole turns.
Yeah, huh?
There's no problem.
Okay.
We're all fine. We're all fine.
Everybody, if you have the "it's fine" emote, drop it in the chat right now. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Here, I'll put a bunch in the chat.
Oh no!
There we go. It's fine.
I typed keys when I was in Photoshop.
Oh, you're drawing it on top of yourself. It's fine. Nice.
All right. So
Joe in the chat says, "I love Ambie's reaction to discovering her superpower is putting things away neatly."
Whoops. So it happens.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Discover. Oh, look, it's Ristwin. It's a
Ooh.
very cool planet. There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
They're attached, which is probably bad for people on the surface of that planet.
I mean, yeah.
It's like a giant twister. This is why we study the planet.
Mm-hmm.
We can gather dice. So you got dices. You can roll dices. I'm gonna mash the button.
Mashing the button.
Some people like when I was demoing this at Gen Con online last year, I could tell how well a demo was going to go based on how many times they clicked the roll dice button. Like, if there's just like 1 clickers, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
This person's going to be boring. Don't tell any jokes. They'll be like, what do you mean? Is that part of the game?
Oh man. Well, I rolled great again, so.
You did. Like, you didn't roll any ones.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you did.
5s or 6s. But Crystal, remember, you've got this extremely powerful technology.
Ooh, that's true.
This is true.
So
You can roll
I
another
would suggest
die.
using it right now.
Okay, let's do
Yeah.
it. So then, how do I? Oh, do I
You
just
get
grab?
2 yellow dice?
You just have to grab them. There's no automation for
Okay.
Oh.
and don't use the roll dice green button. You need to use R.
Oh, you have to.
Because
just
this
mash
actually
R.
rolls all the dice that are anywhere near you.
All right, let's see here. I know one of them I have to set to a 6, but I'm rolling both of them anyway, apparently.
The right one will be a 6.
The right one will be a 6. Yeah, I had to determine that before, because otherwise it would be cheating.
Cheating.
Okay. There we go.
Well,
Nice.
Yay. Good job.
just setting and then you put this tech disc on the thing to show that it's used up.
Okay.
Look at all those yellows.
Look at all those
That's
yellows.
Fancy
Yellows.
business.
Didn't we need a lot of yellows for the big
you
baddie?
You do.
But also for the event baddie.
But you also need a lot of pinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's kind of
voting
what
for
One
pinks.
Deck Dungeon and this game do great, is you always have a lot of things you need to do all at the same time.
It's still fine.
Yeah. Totally
It's
fine.
fine.
Oh no. Oh, what?
Do we have?
Gotta use
Wait.
damn tool.
Wait. So the event thing, it needs science though, right?
Let's see here.
I can't see it from.
Yes, you need a bunch of science. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
cannot
okay.
do
Yeah.
the event
we
this
can't
turn.
do
You
it.
needed
So
9
science
science,
is-
in fact.
Yeah.
And the science disappeared, right? When we used it.
You
Yeah.
used it, yeah.
Oh.
So this might just blow up, and it's fine. You'll get 4 science.
That sounds exciting. Here, I'm gonna grab Ambie's extra die and move it over here so we can
Oh yeah. I
see
forgot
it.
that. Hmm.
Oh, I just read the title of You've Got Mail. You've got mail.
Yep.
That is great.
They showed up from deep space with deliveries, but nobody had ordered anything.
Oh gosh, that's wonderful. Okay.
There's great dumb stories for all of these cards.
Um,
The uplifters, you might think, are here to uplift your society, but no, they just like anti-gravity. and
Alas.
putting it on stuff.
Yep. Okay. Well, we would be able to finish You've Got Mail this turn if we want. That would give, potentially give one of us a couple of extra dice. Although, yeah.
What's the special power of it, though, if it's a tech?
You get to roll a black die, and if you have full sets of all 4 resources, you also gain black 6.
Okay, that's pretty cool, too.
Yeah. But having getting a bunch of dice is also cool.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to need more dice, like, sooner rather than later. So, and since pink and... Yeah,
pink and yellow are as good.
Yeah, it feels like that's...
Because the science seems hard.
But all dice here have to have different values, so it is going to be... Let's see, so...
Oh, on the bottom one, too? Or...
The whole card.
How many do we need for it?
Yeah, so you need different values across both
And it
rows.
needs 7?
It needs a 10 and a 10.
No, I mean, like, it needs 7 influence?
Yes.
Yeah, so we would need to do both
Okay.
rows, basically.
Okay.
So can we even... Can both rows be
Well, if we do
completed
a
on the
6
same
to
turn?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it can do it, yeah.
Oh, okay. So we just have to have everything. And we do have everything available to us right now.
Yes.
You can do a 6 and a 4 and then 5, 3, 2.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
I
here.
will save you that one.
Okay,
6. I'm just going to start putting stuff over here. We can always move it or whatever if we want, but I've got a lot of things. So 5, 3.
5, 3, 2, yeah.
And then
we
looking
can
at other
figure out
stuff, I'm going to
colorings.
use the yellow. I think yellow too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Which we're not
Well,
doing.
I don't
How
know.
did that happen? That die fell through another die.
I clicked on 2
Whoa.
things at once, kind of, I think.
Fine.
It changed numbers, too.
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
I fixed it.
Okay.
I've never seen that happen before.
It was all me. I'd like double clicked or something. It was weird. Oh, and thank you for the anonymous gifter who gave Nayobari a subscription.
Bum bum.
Oh, yay.
I'm sorry that I can't hear the alerts, y'all. I'm gonna miss those as they come through. I'm trying to keep an eye on stuff. Okay.
So, now you've got more dice.
Well, if we used some other color instead of yellow, we could do the right card, maybe. Right?
Well, the right card is
Well, we could do
tough because it
the
says all
top
dice
one.
here must be the same value.
Oh, it says that? Okay.
Yes.
I can't read it.
Yeah. So for Wristwind
Sorry.
specifically, it says
Wait.
all dice here have to be the same value.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
so like you could switch out this 3 for this 3, and then you'd be able to do it.
Yeah.
The top row at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little bit. of
Yeah, we
progress.
can't do the bottom row because we don't have a... Well, I mean, we could use a ship to do
Right.
the bottom row. Ships, 2 ships.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, that's not.
But
That doesn't
yeah,
feel
it's
like.
kind of, yeah. But we could do the top row.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. If I spent a single ship to increase my my blue 2 to a blue 3, I could complete the top row of Gurn.
Oh, actually.
You could change out the blue 4
yeah.
on the left
Yeah.
for a pink 4.
Okay.
So now you can just do the top row.
There we go. Nice.
Teamwork.
Perfect. And then are we able to just... So do we have to complete an entire row on the Hungry Nebula all at once, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, so can't do anything up there
It's a lot
yet.
of pink.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that. Hungry Nebula, we know you're hungry. We ordered some food. It's coming soon. That's what... Yeah. And it's not a plumplim, as much as you are eyeing the plumplim. It's not... That's not what you get to eat.
Just
So,
don't.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Just no.
Okay, so with our remaining dice, I'm thinking we move over to our starbase potentially.
It's a good
Yeah.
choice.
Okay.
And remember, you can save 1 die on.
Two.
the bottom.
Yeah, I could
Ooh.
save a 6 or something, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, the 6 is a good save.
All right, I'm gonna put that on Ambie's card then. And then we can put
There's
the
2
one
twos.
in the research lab. We can change this. I'm just doing stuff to
That's pretty good.
do stuff, but 2 ships and put 1 in the research lab.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, and we did store dice, so I will move Ambie's tech disc over there.
Yeah, so now we resolve stuff.
Okay.
You get 2 and 2 at whatever. 10 of those are 2s.
Okay.
And complete the card. And now you can give this to anybody you want. I think
let's give it to Ambie.
Yeah. Look at all those extra dice you're getting now.
Yay! More dice.
We get 1 on Gurn, we get 1 on Ristwin. And we come down to a Ye Old Starbase. And you get 2 more ships. And you've got 1 here on the research lab. So you could spend that, and you've also got 1 on Gurn. So that'd be enough to get the 2 science from Gurn.
Yeah, let's do that. I think that sounds great.
Yeah, you get 2 sciences.
Yay, science!
She blinded me with science!
We need...
So this is a little bit hard to explain without people seeing it. So what's happening there is Gurn has 2 science at the top right. Which means that normally you would need to spend 2 dice from the research lab to study it. Since it already had 1 influence on it, which we put there this turn, that cost is reduced by 1. So you only need that 1 die, and so we were able to get it.
Awesome.
This is a new rule as of 2 days ago.
Oh.
I like it.
Okay.
Nice.
I love it.
All right, so now you get to click clean up.
Clean up.
Zoop. And 6 has remained. Good. How about an adversary card? Button.
Yep. Oh
How
gosh,
about
that's a lot of
button?
it's a lot of influence happening on some of these cards there. Ooh.
So this is the last turn you'll be able to do the uplifters before it blows up. I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
But,
you don't have science.
Just pointing out that you're gonna fail. Helping. What?
Yeah, we don't have enough science. Yeah.
And then we click action gather dice.
All right.
And so, oh no, what? Why did it not give you the dice?
What? Oh my gosh. But...
It should have given you the extra dice. It gave you the extra star.
Huh.
Interesting.
And it gave you...
Oh no. Hi, Kumi.
Oh, it just didn't... Sorry, it gave you the extra yellow die, but not the extra pink die.
Huh.
Oh. But we need the pink.
Yeah.
I know.
It's working against us.
It means there's a bug in
the Hungry Nebula eat it?
It did.
Nebula, I told you to wait. The food is coming. I'm
working in my garden trying to get enough food for you.
Silly thing.
I know that it is a futile thing to look at the dice as they're flying through the air and attempt to predict what side they'll land on, but like...
Still fun.
Okay, here we go. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
That's pretty good.
I'm just saying.
What have we done over here? That's average.
That's average. Okay.
It looked good, then it looked bad, but then it was fine.
Yeah. All right. So those uplifters.
And.
Ooh, yeah.
Bum bum bum.
Yeah. Yeah, because we won't have the science to complete those uplifters, but we can.
Yeah, it's not happening, is it? You only have 2 science and you need 9.
Joe said, "Did you try turning your nebula off and on again?"
We didn't, but we should have.
Yeah, we should have reset the nebula.
Can I store 2 dice now that I have 2 stars?
No, you need to be Federation level 2 to up.
So the milestones.
Once you complete a milestone, yeah.
Okay. So what can I do with my other star? Can I do anything or no?
You can use both of your techs. So Floral Ingenuity lets you move 1 influence from one location to another.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be helpful.
For example, you could move this from Wistwin over to Hematib, and you could actually finish the whole card in 1 turn.
Ooh, yeah.
Wistwin. Can I move influence away from the event?
No. Because that would be ridiculous. But too good. Yeah,
because it says from 1 location, and that is not a location, right? Okay, yeah. James, nice Voyager reference. I like it. There is coffee in that nebula. I should have worn that. I have my there's coffee in that nebula shirt. I should have worn it today.
What's the lock symbol mean?
So that card says you have to fill the top row before the bottom row. That's all that it means.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so you have 2
we
science.
have
You could
science,
do that.
right?
yeah, we do. We have 2 science, and that is what that one requires. So it feels
It's a
like
great use
We
of
have.
2
Wait,
science.
do we have this? Okay.
Yep.
We have the bottom
So
things.
we do that, and then
You can with a fleet.
Yeah, we can.
Whoop, nope.
Oh, and remember, Crystal, you get to use your fancy thing and get a bunch of more yellow dice.
Oh yeah. All right. So let me see. Let me grab my 2 yellows. 1.
Oh boy.
2.
Ooh, we have a double 5 for the right card.
Ooh, even better. Oh yeah, you do.
Oh ho ho ho.
Ho
Guess we're gonna
ho! Things are happening. That didn't work.
roll. I know. The top one is gonna be the 6, and the bottom one will be not the 6. Ooh.
But they're both 6s.
Ha! I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yay!
Put you up here. Perfect. We got lots of ammo to work with here, which is kind of nice.
Sure do.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna put this blue 6 up here on Hematib.
Yep. And we can spend 1 fleet here to change the pink 5 into a pink 6.
Perfect. Put
And
that
then,
up here as well.
so yeah. So that's going to give 2 influence to Hematib this turn. We need 3.
Yep.
So if Ambie uses Floral Ingenuity, you can move the 1 from this one over, and then it would just finish this turn, which is fantastic.
That sounds great.
Okay.
And then we can also go ahead and let's see here.
Now you got lots of options.
Yeah, we do have a bunch of options actually. And especially because Ambie, as a reminder, we can always combine 2 dice of any color to make a single black die of the value that either those 2 dice are, or the lowest value if they're not the same values.
Oh, okay.
So like I could take
I
2
didn't know that.
yellow 6s and turn them into a single black 6 that we could put anywhere.
Cool.
So we can do some other stuff here. It kind of feels like, I'm trying to think. I think we can not complete. We can do both rows of Zabfab with what we have as well.
You can.
Because here, and somebody stop me if I
5, 4, 1. Yeah.
we got the 5, 4. Well, that fell over, but
whatever.
We know what it was. It's fine. And then these 2 yellows could be a single black. I'm just gonna put one of them up here instead because it's faster.
Yeah.
We know what that means.
Yep.
And then we'll take this pink 4.
Fun fact, when we were originally developing One Deck Dungeon, there
Hydrate.
weren't black dice. What you did was stack 2 dice to pretend it was wild.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yep,
interesting.
that was very, very early. In the dev. I was like, oh, but you can use 2 to be a thing. And then I'm like, wait, I should make this an actual color of dice that you can gain otherwise also.
Yeah.
Much cleaner, and dice don't fall over.
That is smart. I like it.
It was smart. It's as smart.
Nice. All right.
So I have a recommendation for what you can do with Wristwin.
Okay. I was thinking potentially spending a ship to turn. Oh no, we already have 2 yellow 6s that we could. Oh no, I need a pink. Okay, yeah. Recommendation would be great.
Right. So if you change the 2 yellow 6s into a black 6, you can fill in. And
Bottom
change
right.
the
And change the 5 to a 6.
5 to a 6. Then you can fill in the bottom row.
Okay. Yep. Let's do that.
So you spend 1 shippo. Whoop.
Oh.
Oh no. Well, whatever.
That's okay. There we go.
We fixed it.
Yep.
So yeah. So pretend those 2 6s are black and stack it on over there.
They're just. This is over here. That's fine.
Yeah, it's good. So importantly, that means you're going to have 2 influence there, and you could get the science there by just putting 1 die into the research lab.
Oh yeah. Nice. Okay. Okay.
You
Well,
like science.
I mean,
Science
I'm
is
just
good.
gonna grab this pink 1 then.
Well, you
or-
probably want the one as a pair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a pair of 1s.
Pair of 1s.
And you've got a beautiful yellow 4
And
that
then
you
I
can
can
just sort
save
of,
the 4.
Yeah. And now you get to use both of your tech discs.
Hey.
With all this
Yay!
utility.
Good thing I upgraded. Or got that card.
Yay.
Yeah. Very nice. All right. So
Look at all the
Woohoo!
stuff we did.
we did so
We're
much
doing
stuff.
so well.
All right, so we get to do progress. We got 2 influence on Hematib, which completes it. So
and everybody, hydrate. Thank you, Joe, for the hydration reminder. Everybody drink some water.
What? No. I'm helping.
H2O, I like it.
We did it. I'm gonna draw a water droplet.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's splashing. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So yeah, one of you can get this fancy bit. Crystal, if you take it as the top, you'll have 2 stars you can use 2 texts again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is probably smart.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Stars are good. Everyone likes stars.
Yeah.
Now you have 2 crystals.
And it's another pink dye too.
That is my name. I honestly, I know some people, like, if they have a name that exists elsewhere, they get annoyed by it. I will say, most of the time, I love board games that have crystals in it, unless somebody else is playing a game with crystals in it near me. And, like, the biggest offender that I can remember is I was at game night one time and people were playing Seasons, like, at the table next to me. And they just kept saying crystals. And I just kept going, what? Like, the whole time. And I was like, ah! Like, it's a little frustrating. Like, nope, they're not talking to me.
That's not how the eraser works.
Oh, goodness.
Get out of here, water.
Oh, trying to get rid of the water.
I tried to erase it. I just was like, you know what? I'm just painting this black. All right, Zab Fab, you get a 1, a 1 and a 2, and then a 2 on Wristwin, and then we get 2 fleets, and then so we wanted to use this 1 here to study Wristwin.
Yep.
So we'll complete that.
Yay!
Boink. And then it comes down here. We've got 3 science again.
Okay.
So fancy. And then we can click cleanup to send everybody home. Except for the other 4. All right, we're going to click adversary. So it's going to do things.
Yeah, things are going to happen.
So it has reshuffled the deck in an automated fashion.
Okay.
Oh.
And it dealt out this adversary event, which is on the bottom. So what happened here is there was 1 card left in the deck on top of the 5 adversary events. One of those went over to the Hungry Nebula's influence. We need to draw another one to put the uplifters rather. And the mod was like, I'm just going to grab this event out and reshuffle the deck for you. So at the start of the... Wait, is it the end of the... Hold on. I need to look at the rule book, see whether I changed this or not.
I mean, that's what's great about playing a game that's still actively in development, right?
Let's look at the rules. What do the rules say about the adversary phase? The adversary phase. Step 1, adversary events. If any have been set aside during the previous turn, reveal and execute them now. Then adversary influence, then encounter influence, then resolve encounters. So this event will not take place until next turn. So it's going to sit out here and wait. We don't know what it is.
Okay.
It's mysterious. Now we complete the uplifters. So they're going to escalate, which means that we exile the top card of the deck. So it just gets thrown away. Well, whatever. And then the adversary gets an influence.
Okay.
But the good news is when a encounter fails, you get to study what happened. And so we get those 4 science.
Yay!
Now you have 7 science.
We have 7 science.
You do. That's so many.
That's a lot.
It is. So now we can go on to click discover. It's time for
all right.
the next thing.
I like the little sound effect that when that
boink.
Yeah.
Action gather dice. I'm going to get a pink die manually.
It worked. It did give me my pink die, so that's nice.
Yeah, no, it's just that one card has a number set wrong in this.
Okay.
Easy fix later.
Yeah.
Now we get to roll the dice.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
Oh.
Could have been better.
Well, that's actually pretty good.
It's all right. It's all right.
Got some 6s. What do we need for the nebula again?
Yeah, I feel like we should start working on that nebula.
For the first one, we could do science, or?
So you can click the flip button to look at the other side if you want.
And like, if we do that side, do we have to do that side for all of them, or can we?
No, you can switch back and forth
Oh, okay,
freely
okay.
throughout the entire game. So yeah, the back side, the
Oh,
first
we
row
might be able
is
to do that.
7
Wait.
science.
Yeah,
7. Which do we have, right?
Yeah, we do.
Ooh, we can do it.
We
can
do
do
the
it.
first attack right now.
Okay.
Boom.
Well,
give them that food.
All right. Here, I'm just gonna. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab my blue 5.
You got a blue 5. I have a pink 5.
Yep. I'm gonna grab your pink 5, and then, well, that's a 5. I know it looks like a 4 now, but that's just because I'm bad at placing dice.
It's just a disguised
and then,
5.
So I will grab, our science, and discard them, or they're not flipped, so I'm just putting them over here temporarily, because I'll do that in a second. And then I grab the token from the starbase to put here. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
I did the things. Okay. And then in theory, if I flip these...
I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, look, I did the thing, and then there they go. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, he's got a little Plumplin away screen.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So,
so
while
cute.
Chris is gone, let's do all the things, and let's see here. So, I'm looking. So we've already got 3 influence on the Zabfab mine. So we only need 2 more to complete it, and we definitely have the dice. Oh, but it says must fill top row before bottom row.
And that's every time?
I would assume so. Yes.
Oh, poop.
So I know that's a bummer. So we would theoretically have to do both, which I think we could make that.
And that would
I didn't take my extra yellow dice. Let me do that real quick.
Oh, do that with your.
Yeah,
sorry.
that'll help
and
a little.
That would do one influence over, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if we have.
And I can move it.
Oh, that's right.
I can move the one that's already there to somewhere else.
Yep,
so.
that's a good call. So I'm gonna roll these 2. Oh, the one on the left is the 6.
Okay.
Hey, they're both 6s again. That's fun.
Good at that.
I'm good at rolling these 2 yellow dice, apparently. Okay, so before we go to, I think we're going to complete that Zabfab, but let's go ahead and look at the others just to see, before we start doing all the things with Zabfab. Like, is there anything else that we can also, so different values on Flutara.
Oh yeah, I also have my 4 on that I had saved.
Oh yeah, here, I'm grabbing that, so we can put it with, oh gosh, everything's running a little slow. All right, and since, oh my gosh, the Plumplin runs. It's running.
Oh my god.
am dead right now, and how cute that is. I mean, Chris, I love seeing your lovely face, but come on, like, it's a Plumplin.
It's,
Oh my god.
That's why we have artists.
I know, it's so great. And yes, since I haven't mentioned it recently, those of you in chat, thank you for joining us today. In about 35 minutes, we will be raiding into the next stream, and the overall sponsor for the entire marathon is Keymaster Games. Their new game Trails is at Target exclusively right now for $20. It is a younger sibling to their other game Parks, so you can go check that out at Target. And our stream sponsor is Asmati Games, who is teaching us One Deck Galaxy right now. And I have to say, Chris, I know we're only a little ways in, and we're not going to get to probably complete the whole thing.
Oh no,
man, is it fun so far.
Great.
Yep, I wanted to make a similar experience to putting dice around a One Deck Dungeon, but with more of a strategic, long-term goal. One Deck Dungeon is very much tactical. You're making choices. You're deciding, do I fight? Do I run away? And then do these dice fit in this puzzle? This is very much a long-term thing of how will I make this work?
Absolutely. Like, this feels like it will not have quite as many, I mean, for the record, everything I love One Deck Dungeon. Like I said, I've played it 50 times, but there are occasionally turns that pop up in that game where you roll poorly and you can kind of do nothing. Like, that does happen every now and then. And in this game, it feels like that is far less likely to be the case because of all of the cool things you can do with the dice.
Yep. My goal with Abyssal for One Deck Dungeon was to make that happen less rather. Because you can always go fight the Fiend in Abyssal Depths.
Oh, yeah. I don't usually add Fiends when I play it in the app. I should do that more often.
Yeah, because there's all those low boxes up there. You can just throw things, and the benefits are actually very useful.
Yeah.
But then here, like, the goal is you should always be able to do something, figure out what to do best. So I see you have filled up the top row of the Hungry Nebula. That's good.
Yeah, we did that. And
We've
then
also been forgetting to discard cards at the end of the turn, but that's whatever.
Oh yeah. Well,
Whoops.
that's okay. We'll
Demo game.
Yeah, we're not gonna finish anyway, so it's a learning game. So we've discussed that we're going to complete Zab Fab Mine, and we wanted to clarify we still have to complete that first row first, even if we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what we thought.
Okay.
So I did roll my 2 yellow dice, and I did the same thing I did last time, where I rolled a 5 and a 6, and then they turned into 2 6s because of what
Cheater.
I said it. Before they rolled, it was I'm definitely a cheater. So.
No, but I mean, Starburger is a great place for big dice too. So
that is very true. No dice with value 1, 2, or 3, but I can definitely put some yellows out there.
There's no small values at Starburger.
Only big value for your mouth and stomach.
If you have a mouth and stomach.
Yeah, if you, I guess.
Discriminate against aliens.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point.
Some aliens just look at the.
No dice with value 6 over in VO.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, but let's see here. Okay, so Ambie is going to be Ambie, we're going to go ahead. I know you mentioned this earlier. We're going to use your tech to move an influence from one location to another, and we're going to move this influence over to.
Oh, you can do both cards, yeah.
VO, yeah, because we're going to be able to complete both of them. So what we're going to do is. No 6s, so we're going to take yellow 4 and yellow 4. I literally, it's like, whoop,
and then pink 4.
Yep.
Pink 4,
and
yellow.
Yellow 4. Perfect.
Yellow 4. So many 4s.
Okay. And then for this one here, I will take pink 3. I know that we have to complete the top row first, but I'm just going to start putting stuff out.
We can make a wild.
Yeah. So then these 2 yellow 6s are now a black 6. So I will stack them on top of each other. Did I grab them both? No. Okay, I'm just putting a yellow 6 here, and the other yellow 6 is just gonna go up here for now.
Fine.
Yep. There you go. So that's a black 6. So we just need 4 more in blue, which I have a 1.
You sure do.
And a 3, which kind of gets rid of some of our matching pairs.
Yeah, but now you've got 4 different value dice you could throw into the research lab.
Ooh.
That's true.
I like it.
And like you could basically you can
okay. Well, I swear I just dropped them and that's what happened. So they were all different values, we swear. It's fine. Tabletop simulator, you gotta love it. All right.
Yeah, no, you've done a bunch of things.
Right.
So let's resolve all this. So we go to locations first. So we do Zab Fab. You get a 1 and oh no.
There you go.
Good. They all went away. In VO, you get 2 more, and you get to complete this too. So now we have 2 fabulous loots here, which you can arrange. However you want.
What do they do?
Okay, so for the Zab Fab Mine, it will either give us another tech star and a yellow die, or it will give, tech, the ability of roll a pink die, and for each 2 red symbols, gain a pink 4.
Ooh, you should get that one.
Yeah?
Right? Because then you get pink die. We need pink for the.
You have
we want
4
pink.
fuel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we want pink dice.
Okay.
Too.
Sure. Then I will put that in.
So then you can get the yellow dice and the pink die because you have 2 stars.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And then for this one, it'll either give us a star and a yellow die, or the tech of gain blue 5, or spend a ship to roll 2 blue and a black. That's pretty cool. Also.
That'd be a pretty good tech for Ambie.
Oh, yeah, I can take that one because I have an extra star.
Boom!
Yeah.
Look at all this progress.
Look at it.
Then we come down to this. Then we go to the adversary. So you filled in the top row. You get this fancy adversary disc. It's yours now.
Ooh!
Yay!
Love it.
And so you've done one thing. So now the top row is done. And then we do the star base. So you've got 4 points here. So you can either probe the top card of the deck, or we could spend 4 to take Starburger here as science.
Let's take Starburger as science.
Bum bum.
Ta-da!
And then we actually discard 2 cards off.
And I've been missing notifications in the chat because I've been so enamored
no.
with the game. But I am doing the bunny ears that James Brazil redeemed, and everybody needs to hydrate again. So drinking some water. Thank you.
I did the hydrate earlier.
Perfect. I'm so like focused on this game, and I'm really excited about it. Okay. Now we got some really cool abilities.
Oh no, that's wrong.
Hmm?
Don't do that.
Oh. H2, some H2SO.
H2SO4.
H2.
It's the classic
Let's
chemistry
not
rhyme.
do that.
Nice.
Little Bobby is no more because he thought what was H2O was H2SO4.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Sorry, Bobby.
Shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Sulfuric acid.
True story. Okay.
Adversary button. Oh, wait. Before adversary button. So we have an adversary event to resolve. So we flip this over, and it says, follow the instruction for swell events on the adversary reference card when this is revealed.
Okay.
So it says, tuck the card here, showing its swell effect.
That's swell.
For every 2 influence the adversary has, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it swells once. For each swell, choose and fully execute 1 swell effect, or discard 4 cards if none can be executed. You can repeat swell effects. So we're going to need to discard 2 fleets 3 times.
Oof.
So,
well, we can do it
we have that
twice.
many.
2, 4, and then we discard 4 cards off the deck for the third one.
That could have been worse, I suppose.
Then rotate 1 O at the adversary to be a double. And the rest go on top of the deck. So at the end of this, there'll be, whoops. Tabletop Simulator is making this harder than it needs to be. And then there should be a 2 left on it at the end.
Okay.
So that is what the Hungry Nebula does. So every time an event comes out, it's going to add a new swell choice here. And it's going to be what happens basically when we reshuffle.
Okay.
So the other part is, we've told you how you can win. Let's talk about how you lose. Hungry Nebula, defeat. At the start of the adversary phase, the players are overwhelmed if the number of adversary events tucked under this card is higher than any one player's Federation level. So right now you both have Federation level 1. There's 1 event tucked there, so you're fine.
Okay.
But by the time we reshuffle again, you'll need to be at Federation level 2. You'll need to both be at Federation level 2.
We need to both be there?
Yeah, if any player, the players are overwhelmed if any player is under it.
Oh, okay.
So
we need to get basically.
How do we do that again?
So your milestones are how we do that. So right now, the one you're closest to would be having 5 pink in your pool. We're close to that.
Okay.
One. And for me, my milestones, 2 each of 4 resources is the thing I'm closest to. So if we could get me a pink die as well.
Well, remember that you count the stuff that's in the middle.
Yeah, you might. Are you there already? Wait, 2.
You're not. You have 4 fuel and 2 crystals. So if there were 2 crystals that pop up in the middle, then you would be at that.
Okay.
Or if 2 fuel pop up in the middle.
Can you lose the milestone if it goes away?
No. Once you get it, you get it.
Okay.
Cool.
So the other thing I want to say is, so overwhelming means you lose unless you have an adversary token that you can spend. So this is a 1-time shield against losing. Each time you beat up the adversary, you get 1 sort of, hit point.
Okay.
Nice.
So you've got 1 grace turn.
Okay.
All right. So now we click the adversary button.
Yep.
So you'll see that basically it's going to start out with 2 this time.
Yeah.
So it's going to build up from there. It's a little nasty.
Okay.
Let me go to discover.
Yep.
And so there are 2 crystals here, which means that you have 4 each of 2
Yay!
resources. So you immediately are Federation level
Two.
2.
Hooray!
This doesn't do anything specifically for you because you need Federation level 3 to get that thing.
Okay.
But we didn't do cleanup.
There we go.
Like there's still dice everywhere. To put dice into the second row of the Hungry Nebula, you both need to be Federation level 2.
Okay.
Okay, so if
3
I
and
get
4.
either of the right 2 things, then I'll have the 5 pinks.
Yeah, we can get you one of those hopefully.
Well, remember you can store a pink from turn to turn to sort of cheat that.
Oh, and so
Wait,
yeah,
I
'cause
don't have
it's
to
just in
have
the
5
pool.
pink symbols. Or
Yeah.
just okay.
You need to
Okay.
have 5 pink dice in your pool,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and there need to be none in the supply.
Oh no, it says
So-
or. It says or 0 in the supply. Is it an and?
Where's the
Should it be an and?
Did I?
Where's the supply?
That's all of the dice over on the table here. Like there would have to be none of them left over there.
Oh.
Can I go look at the spreadsheet? What did I do?
Because yeah, Chris, you said and, but on the card
Oh.
it says or.
The spreadsheet says or. That's
Oh.
interesting.
Okay.
I guess it means or.
Okay.
Make a check mark.
Ta-da!
Yay!
Yay!
I changed the game and didn't know it. Yes, it is or. So if you just get to
Okay.
5, you're fine. Also,
Okay.
you were going to run the dice out of the supply anyways, because Crystal can get a bunch of pink dice.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can get a bunch of pink. So
That's true.
In fact, you're going to hit that this turn.
yay!
So- whatever.
Woohoo!
It's all good. We're all fine here.
Yep.
Everything's
Everything's
nothing is
fine.
ruined.
So now
Let's
I
gather some dice.
gather dice.
I'm gonna get your actual pink die here because you should have 4.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Here we go. Ooh, da-da! That's not super great, but that's okay. Swoop.
Swoop.
What?
Swoop has been declared.
Swoop. Yep. All right. So then,
Right.
yeah, let's see here. So I am. Let's see. What are we?
Yeah, you
I'm-
got all these. So you only have 2 stars. You have
right.
to carefully deliberate over which things to do. Don't be back here.
All the dice.
I mean, we don't. The thing is,
So
what's
many
interesting is
dice.
that pink one isn't as useful for the purposes of the cards
Right.
that are out right now, but it would be useful
Yeah.
in getting Ambie to level 2.
It would immediately get.
Yes.
So I feel
Ambie
like
level
that
2.
is worth doing.
It is.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this here, and I will gain a
You
total.
get to roll a pink die, and you get to gain 2 pink 4s.
Okay,
I'll get your 4.
Oh, and I get
thank you.
my tech. I remember being cool, but I don't remember what it was.
What's this?
I think I wanna do it.
You now can store 2 dice each turn, and each of them is increased by 1.
No, I mean like the card that I put under last time.
It says gain a blue 5 or spend a fleet to roll blue black.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
a lot of cool stuff. What's funny though is all these
Oh,
cards
I
have
have
freaking
to
yellow on
choose.
them.
That's true.
They do, but you get to use your yellow
Yep.
deck now too.
Yep. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna put this over here, and then I will roll a yellow, and you'll get me my yellow 6. Awesome. Thank
did it.
you. And I'm gonna roll this one. Well, I rolled a 1, so that's dandy.
Womp.
All right. All right. Do I want? Yeah, I don't know if I want the blue ones now. Unless, should we? Can we go for the adversary or the?
Well, here, let's go ahead and I'm gonna grab your Federation disc and put it over here because
Yes, because you've now satisfied
there
that.
are
Oh,
0
yes.
pink in the supply.
Good job.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it
Can
used to
we-
be and, but that was problematic because it could become undoable in certain
Yeah.
situations.
Ah.
Yeah, or makes more sense.
'Cause
Okay.
some adversaries exile dice from the supply.
So
And
we have a lot of pink that could fight the Hungry Nebula,
you do.
right?
You could actually take on level 2.
Because
of
there
the
aren't that many
adversary.
pink in the.
Yeah. Yeah.
so there's
let's
we have
let's
a
fight
6.
the Hungry Nebula.
Let's do it.
We don't quite have a 6, but we don't have a ship either.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that is a problem.
Uh-oh.
That is a problem.
So maybe.
All right.
Hold on, let me grab this die back then.
Fresh out of
no.
ships.
What'd you
Oh,
say,
no.
Chris?
We're fresh out of ships.
Yeah, we are out of ships.
We'll have to build some, so I guess
that
we'll
sucks.
spend the turn building ships. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll build some ships. It'll be great. So that being the case.
So wait, my ability lets me roll a blue die or something?
It does.
Ooh, actually, that might help. It says you either gain a blue 5 or oh no, we have to spend a ship to be able to.
Yeah, I have to do the ship. Yeah.
So that blue
But
5.
I can get a blue 5
Still get
because
a
I
blue
can't
5, which
use
is
my
good.
other ability of changing influence because there's no influence out.
Yeah, yeah.
So
True.
So
I'll get a
we'll
blue
give you
5.
Okay.
Which I mean, we have a blue 5, so I could become a blue wild. I mean, a wild 5. Like with the other blue 5 if needed.
Oh yeah, if we needed it to be something else. Let's see. I'm trying to look. So this needs 6. This also needs 6. Oh, they're the same. I just took me a second. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, but the tech and the dice are different on the side.
Yes.
And everything is different. So that's the same name but different stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So if 2 cards of the same planet, they have similar requirements, but they are slightly different. In this case,
our peeps really
is the
want us to
X
go to
in there?
Soulware.
the X is the number of influence you've already got there. So the second turn you're going after it, the numbers adjust.
Okay. Interestingly, both in a good and bad way with the plus and the minus.
On that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Does that take into effect after I move influence?
You fill the box with whatever's there at the time, and so you'd be if you moved the influence after, it'll be fine. It's already filled.
Okay.
So you can take advantage of that somehow potentially.
Yeah. Ambie, which cards do you think? Ooh, Flutara will give us the ability to get ships more easily if we use it for its tech purposes, which is kind of neat. But we have to have dice of different values. I feel like we could do that. Right? I think we have enough dice to do that one.
Okay, yeah.
We won't be able to complete it this
Yeah, we
turn,
have
but we can at least get
4.
halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to put this... So they all have to be different values. So
Okay,
I'm
they do?
gonna do,
Okay.
that.
Yeah, 3 1s are very nice with the shipbuilding.
And
2.
Says
And then a
Hawk
3 and
Skull from the
a...
chat.
yeah, a 3. And we'll say...
I guess a 6.
6 for now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You did
Okay.
the things.
Right, and then we have all these pinks.
Yeah.
I feel like those pinks are destined to become science.
They probably are, because we've got
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah, we'll
1,
just
2,
get a
3,
bunch
4,
of
5.
science.
So 2, 3...
Do we have any science right now?
4,
You
1.
have 4 science right now.
Okay,
You could have
so that's
more.
not enough for the adversary anyway.
Right.
2. Okay, so I'm just going to put them over in the research lab for now. Okay, well, I don't understand why every time I drop those dice, it does something weird.
There's
Yeah,
snap
and then
points on
three
that card from the
ones
old
for
way of
shipbuilding is good.
Yeah, let's, 3 1s.
Yeah, 3 1s for shipbuilding is great.
Well, we could do like 3 1s and a pair in there, like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get those 3s.
so we could put like the pair of 3s, yeah, and then okay, so we get a bunch of ships, and then.
Okay, yeah, and then...
I can save the yellow 6.
You can save 2 dice, and you can increase them both at once. So you can save both those blue 5s.
Oh, I
and
can
turn them into
save
blue
2
6s.
dice.
Yeah.
I can save 2 5s and increase them both at once.
Okay.
That's real
And that
good.
just costs 1 star? Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm
just
planting things.
That's the power of cubic farming.
So these are both 6s now? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is that snapped to a thing? Is that okay sitting there? Or do I
It's
need
fine. They're
Okay.
good.
Okay.
As long as it's on the card, it should survive
Okay.
properly.
So then I feel
Maybe.
like I should...
Okay, then what do we do with all that?
well, I mean, I can definitely,
Do the top row.
do the top row here.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all these 4s. What's going on?
So many 4s. There isn't a whole lot that we could do with them very easily. Which is this one? This is wanting a yellow.
Oh, you can put a 4 up here instead.
Okay.
I'm going to do this for reasons.
Yeah.
Because now you can put this 5 in science.
Yeah.
And you can do the top row, you can do more ships.
More ships.
Any ship, anything can go there.
Okay. Yep,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's
many
resolve
ships.
our disaster amazingness of the turn.
Okay.
So let's see. We've got
Yay.
2 for Flutara. We've got 1 for Solwart. And we've got 6 ships. Oops. Come back.
That's a lot of ships.
Sure is. And then we've got 5 science points here.
Dang.
So
Yay, science.
you can actually take both Solwarts for 9 science.
Ooh.
For 5 science, rather.
5
Because there's
science.
1 discount
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Wait, that's
Boink,
6 science.
boink.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
you have
Then
1
I'll have
progress
9.
there, so yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about this starbase
Okay.
and how we upgrade it. So you
Okay.
have 10 science now. The upgrade cost for the starbase class 1 is 6. So we can spend 6 of these science.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to upgrade this. In a normal game, we'd flip this card over. But in the magic of this, I'm going to just push a button. It's going to change to a different
Nice.
thing. So when we clean up, you can see that the stuff on that card is actually slightly more favorable.
Oh,
So there's
yeah.
only one thing for the any. The probe cost has gone down. And so, yes.
Very cool.
Stuff. Ships. And you also have 2 starbase discs to pay science costs with now.
Ah-ha-ha. All right.
Aha.
All right.
And now it's a new turn. And so it's 6:45. I don't know.
Yes,
Oh,
so
yes.
we will be raiding over in about 15 minutes, so I'd say we probably have time for one
Another
more
turn.
round if we play quickly.
Do a turn.
Yeah, we'll do one more turn.
Good turn.
Yeah, we can do one more turn. I want to play.
So
Yeah,
adversary button.
Adversary button.
Oh, so there's an adversary deck on top. So if you click discover, it's going to automatically do the thing correctly.
Okay. All right.
So there's now a new adversary event that will pop up next turn.
Okay.
And now we go to gather dice.
Okay.
Get the correct pink die down here.
All right.
Everything else is right. We get to roll the dice.
And no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
No whammies. Oh,
Oof.
2,
Not ideal, but
6. And we get these 2 beautiful blue 6s.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I grew them
That's-
myself.
Did.
And then for me, let's see, we're going to need some yellow. So I'm definitely doing my yellow tech thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to roll a yellow, and then Chris, do you want to grab me a yellow 6?
Yes.
Please, thank you. I rolled a 1 again!
Lame.
Lame. That's okay.
Wah, wah.
Legends DM, I will say that based on what I'm seeing so far, yes, is the answer to your question.
Yeah,
Even
it's
if
a
you
very
have,
different game.
it is.
I
it
like
is
Nick's answer in the chat.
yeah. The long version is yes.
Yes.
No, like it's mechanically, it bears similarities, but it is a very different game. And yeah, I could definitely see owning and playing both of them. Which
Yeah,
I'm
this is
gonna
a
do.
a longer, more strategic adventure. Like I can play a Galaxy game in 10 minutes or a dungeon game in 5 minutes, but a game will take most people probably 45 minutes to an hour to play a game of Galaxy, and longer your first play while you're figuring out what the heck is going on.
And longer still when you're playing on Tabletop Simulator on a live stream.
Well, then we're
we're talking
having
a lot
fun.
too. But yeah, we Ambie and I learned a long time ago. It does not matter what the length of a game normally is. When you are streaming it, it will take longer.
Yep.
Because we have to narrate things as we do them instead of just doing them. All right. I since this is our last turn, I want to try and do something with that Hungry Nebula. What do you think? Do you think we can?
Sure.
Do
Wait, how much science does it need for the second level? We don't have any science, huh? Because we used
we
it.
have 4 science right now. Yeah, it would be 9 to get second.
Okay.
Well, that's only on that
we
side.
had-
What about this side? We can do this side.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that
yeah,
side.
Can we do
So
that side?
here, I'm gonna get us some
Do
more
we have
pink.
enough pink?
I'm gonna
Okay.
get us some more pink.
And we got the 6. We have ships now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we can
do
do
you
it,
wanna
we can
use
do it.
your thing too
Okay. So here, hold on one.
For blue?
to roll blue, blue, black.
Oh yeah.
So
Blue,
here,
black.
so 2 of these. This is a 4. That goes over here, and this is also going to be a 4. And then I get to roll this one.
Oh boy.
Nope, it's not
TTS is chugging.
Okay, I got another 4.
All right, so
How
we're
many
getting these 3
fours?
dice for Ambie. I'm rolling them. They're very fancy, and they're 2
Nice.
6s and a 2.
Nice.
So also,
Nice, and the black is a 6. So
Yeah.
that can be the pink 6.
Yeah.
importantly, there are no blue dice in the supply.
Oh yay! I get a thing.
Ooh.
I'm
You are
level
Federation
3.
Level 3.
Do you have any of your things, Crystal?
I don't yet.
No.
Right.
That's okay.
You do.
Oh, I do?
You don't.
No.
Psych.
Psych. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, you can probably attack that second tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 6, the black 6, the yellow 6,
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. So let me
and
see.
then 20 from pink. So 5, 10.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Da-da-da. That gets over 20.
5. Here, there's 10, 14, 18, and we'll call it 21. Just gonna move these all up here.
Yeah.
All right, and that'll take out the second level of the Hungry Nebula.
Yay!
And then look at all these other dice that we have to do things with.
Wow. This is like
Advanced
still more
calculation.
dice than we started with.
Yeah. That's what is great about this game. Is
Engine
like
building, yeah.
it builds and builds, and you get to just do more and more cool stuff as you go, which is pretty awesome.
All right.
It
So did
escalates
you want to
quickly.
Yeah.
try doing the left one? Or wait, do we have?
I mean, yeah, we only
to be able
need
to finish that.
2 more over there, so I think we can definitely do that. So they all have to have different values.
Oh,
So
we
let's
used
see.
one ship or something.
You got 4 and a 2.
Yep, 4 and a 2.
4
Oh, I
and
forgot to
2.
use the ship for. The
We
thing.
can use the
Okay.
5,
And then, yep, the 5.
5, and then
And
And
then-
remember, you can use the ship to adjust the value down by 1 also.
Okay, cool.
yeah,
so yeah, let's spend 1
that for
ship,
3.
and I will turn this into a 3.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
There you go. And then that would be done.
awesome.
Yay!
And you still have a ton of dice left.
We sure do.
A bunch of blue dice.
Uh-huh.
Nobody likes
What about-
diplomacy.
What's that icon on the right event card?
1 ship.
The red.
1 ship.
Oh, okay.
Which... I mean...
Well, you don't have
Well,
all
we
the
don't have
blue
the yellow
dice.
4.
But we have enough blue
We
to
have-
possibly
A
supplement.
lot of other stuff.
But we
Maybe.
have. We can make ships with the blue.
Oh, that's true. I know, but
True.
since this is
Or-
kind of our last turn, I'm gonna see
Yeah.
if
We're
we
just
can.
gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
see what
think
we
you
can.
might be able to do it. So
Yeah.
you got the 4.
And then,
We got a 5 and a 4.
yep. So get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. And so that's gonna be another one.
Oh, it's any color?
Well,
Oh
no,
yeah.
no,
it doesn't
we're
have to be the
making
same.
combining
I
them,
mean,
yeah.
maybe, Okay.
And
and
then
we use.
we spend the ship.
Yep. Spend the ship to make the
4.
3 a 4.
Well, no. We have to
Oh.
actually spend the ship to do the ship.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, then we can ship to make that
Yeah.
a 4.
Yeah. And then I need to combine that with a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then that
Mhm,
goes
mhm.
here. And then we just need 11, which we can totally do somehow here with those last 2
Yeah.
ships.
Well, we combine the
helping us.
2 6s, combine the 2 2s, and turn the 1 into a 3 with a
Yeah.
Oh, you have. Oh,
ships.
right. You could use.
So we have 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 2 is 9. What are we trying to get to? 11?
11.
11. Use
Yeah.
2 ships on
Yep,
the 1.
use 2 ships to turn a 1. Oh, no, that won't be enough.
Is it? Isn't it 11?
Well, but we can only... it's not the right color. So if we turn a yellow...
No, you use the ship.
No,
on the
no,
black
use the
I
side.
see.
2s.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
You
Yeah.
use both ships.
Okay,
All of these dice
Yeah.
add up to the right amount.
Yeah.
Trust us.
they
We're
do.
professionals.
But I don't think you need the yellow ones, do you?
Well,
Well,
Just the 2s.
I think. Well, whatever.
it doesn't... We're last turn of the game, so we don't need to worry about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess. Get more ships,
All right,
though.
so we resolve things. We get the adversary disc. We get Plutara. So we
Yay!
complete this. We complete this. Send all the dice home. And so you get even more stuff. Tabletop Simulator has stopped again.
That's okay.
So
We
one of
won.
you gets Plutara, one of you gets the Unseen.
I mean, we halfway filled up the Hungry Nebula's stomach, right? That's what we completed.
So he's no longer super hungry. He's just a little bit
He's
hungry.
just a little bit hungry.
True.
He's not hangry anymore. How about that?
Yeah.
Look at all these stars you get now.
Yeah, that would be a lot of stars. Holy moly, that is
So many stars.
So many stars. All right, y'all. We have about 5 minutes left in the stream. I am going to go ahead and switch back over to our beautiful faces, so you all can see us a little bit better. And I love that I've just been wearing this bunny hat for I don't know how long. I just kind of forgot that I was wearing it, so that's fun. And Chris has turned into a Plumplim again.
What happens?
So cute.
So here in just a minute, we will be raiding into Heart Board Games' stream. I don't remember what Heart Board Games is playing, so if somebody in the chat wants to remind me, that would be awesome. But I want to give a big shout out once again to the premier marathon sponsor, Keymaster Games. You can pick up their new game, Trails, exclusively at Target for $20. Ruel was showing it off earlier, and it looks really cool. And then I want to give an even bigger shout out and thank you to Chris from Asmati Games for sponsoring this stream and for so kindly teaching us and walking us through One Deck Galaxy. I mean, technically, I already own this game because I bought the prototype from you at PAX Unplugged. So admittedly, my version of the game that I have is way outdated at this point.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get the full copy when it comes out, and I'm so excited about that. Chris, tell all the peoples where they can go to learn more, and I will be dropping some links in the chat as well.
Yeah, so we have the Kickstarter link, which if you click, you can push the I want to hear about this campaign, or I like it, or, you know, someday I'll push the button. And that Kickstarter will be launching soon, early this summer. We're just putting the finishing touches on our video and presentation stuffs. Basically, what we've got for the Kickstarter, we've got, you know, the game, which will be just the game. We'll have a deluxe version of the game you can buy, which will have plastic cards and shiny foil stamped tokens. And like I said, if you want to play with 4 players, you can buy 2 sets of the game. You can combine them. And the way that works is we all sit in a square, and you can collaborate with the people next to you on locations. All those get dealt out at the corners of the table. It's fun.
Oh, that's
and yeah, OneDeckGalaxy.com is the general source of information for the whole thing.
very, very cool. Yeah, so in theory, if someone bought the prototype from you at PAX Unplugged and then wanted to upgrade to the deluxe version within the Kickstarter, is that something that they could do?
Yeah. So what's anybody that was part of that
for a friend
100 copies at PAX Unplugged, when we launch Kickstarter, we'll put out an email to everyone who put their name on that list, and basically you get $25 off or something on the whatever pledge level you want to get.
Very, very cool. Well,
question.
Yeah, so question. Slivers asks, I may have missed it. Will One Deck Dungeon Abyssal Depths physical plastic copy be available during the One Deck Galaxy Kickstarter?
Possibly. I don't know. The problem is the minimums for plastic print runs went way up since last time we did it. So we haven't been able to do a plastic Abyssal yet, which doesn't matter because they don't get shuffled in, but it would be nice to have. It's something we want to do. We might do a very small run of them through like Make Playing Cards or something, but that will happen later this year. I don't know if it'll be part of the campaign or part of the backer kit, but something.
Very cool. That's awesome.